Hi, this is Mrs. Robertson, and today we're doing the back side of Form N to go over how to do our calculations. Here are the answers for Form N that we did yesterday. Shows how to do each one of the problems, all 12 of them. You can always put this on pause if you need to check it. Okay, we just finished doing number 13 on the back. Common denominator is 12. 4/12 was not big enough to subtract 9/12, and we had to change 7's name to 6 and 12/12. They combined forces, and then 16 minus 9 is 7. 6 minus 2 is not 6. What should that answer be? 4. That's right. 4 and 7/12. There we go. Number 14. I want you to keep this as a fraction. You have to change them to improper fractions. You multiply, add, and put it on top. That'll be 3/2 times 3 plus 2, 5/3, right? Now, you multiply straight across. You'll have 15 over 6. And that equals, so that would be counted right. That would be 2 and 3/6. Which would finally be 2 and 1/2 is the best answer. Now, I'm going to show you an easy way to do it. It's called the shortcut. You look at the top and the bottom. You compare your numerators to your denominators. If they have a common factor, you can simplify. 3 will divide 3 once, and then you end up with 5/2. So 5/2 is another answer I would accept correct for number 14. So the best answer is 2 1/2, but if you had any of these four, I would still count it correct. Okay? Number 15, that is 81/100. We have to move the decimal 1, 2, 1, 2. Put it straight up. How many 81s and a 2 none and a 24 1 and a 248? I think it'll be 3 times. So over here, 81 times 3 is 243. That will work. Subtract. Bring down the 6. And this is where the kids, some of you messed up. How many 81s are in a 56? 0. There has to be a 0 above the 6. Subtract. Bring down the 7. How many 81s are in a 567? It's 7. So the answer is 3 and 7/100. So for number 15, 3 and 7/100. Could you do those problems now? Kids, you're in 6th grade. You are no longer allowed to skip the division problems. You've got to do them. They're not that hard. If you avoid them, you'll never be able to do them. Let's look at the next problem. Very friendly. Line the decimal points up. When you add and subtract, you line them up. 51 doesn't have a decimal point, so that means it's like $51. It's all in front. We are adding 9, 3, 113, and 9/10. Any questions on that? You could get those right. I know you could. Now let's look at number 17. Here we have 0 and 32/100 times 0 and 96/100. All right, I didn't have the zeros in there. Let's just put them in. All right, multiply like the decimal points don't bother you. 6 times 2 is 12, carry a 1. 6 times 3 is 18, plus 1 is 19. Place value 0. Because there's one number after the 9. 9 times 2 is 18. Carry a 1. 9 times 3 is 27. Plus 1 is 28. We have a 2. Add them together. How many numbers are behind the decimal point in the problem? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the answer is 3,072 10,000ths. In number 18, 3/4 plus 1/10. I have to find a common denominator when you add or subtract. It's going to be 20. You could use 40, but 20 is a little smaller. 4 times 5 is 20. 3 times 5 is 15. 10 times 2 is 20. 1 times 2 is 2. And the answer is 17/20. Any questions? All right. The next problem. It's another multiplying one. I'm going to do it over here to the side so I have plenty of room. 19 2/10 times 1 13/100. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 9 is 27. Put down the 7, carry the 2. 3 times 1 is 3 plus 2 is 5. Put one place value 0 down because there's one number after that 1. I'm going to multiply by that 1. 2, 9, 1. I'm going to multiply by this one. Put down 2, place value zeros. 6, 9, 16, carry a 1, 11, carry a 1. How many numbers are behind the decimal point in the problem? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 21 and 696 thousandths. And just think, when you look at the problem, if it's 1 times 19, is 21 close to 1 times 19? Look at the numbers in front of the decimal point. Yeah, so you know your answer is reasonable. Number 20 is friendly because it says you can use a remainder. How many 67s are in 184? 3 will be too big because 6 times 3 is 18, and I know I'm going to carry, so I'm going to do 2. 67 times 2, 134. Subtract. Bring down. 67 will go into 508 7 times, I think. Let's see. 67 times 7. That will be 7 times 6 is 42, plus 4 is 46. Yep, that fits underneath there. Subtract. That'll be a 9. 18 minus 9 is 9. That is a 9 minus 6 is 3. You're going to, on this one, have a remainder. So it's 27, remainder 39. Any questions? All right, number 21. Here we have to find our common denominator. All right, I'm going to use 8. 4 times 2 is 8. 1 times 2 is 2. Oh no, we're subtracting. 2 can't subtract 7. So 14 is going to change into a 13 and 8 eighths because the denominator's 8. 8 eighths plus 2 eighths make it the mighty 10 eighths. Now it's easy. 10 eighths minus 7 eighths is 3 eighths. And 13 minus 7 is 6. 6 and 3 eighths. Why did you kids miss so many of these last week? They're not that hard, are they? They're easy now, aren't they? Yeah, good. Number 22. 1 3/10. That's like $9. So the 9 goes under the 1. And the 6 goes behind the decimal point. Line them up. That's going to be a 9, 10, and 9/10. I think everyone's going to do so much better on the one tomorrow. 14 is going to put a decimal point on it right there. Minus, line them up, 1.006. So many of you forgot to put your zeros in. And you have to borrow from the 4. It turns into a 3. That turns into a 10. Borrow from the 10. It turns into a 9. So that can turn into a 10. Borrow from the 10. It turns into a 9. So that can be a 10. All right. So we're going to finish it. 10 minus 6 is 4. 9 minus 0 is 9. 9 minus 0 is 9. 3 minus 1 is 2. And don't forget to bring that 1 down. 12 and 994 thousandths. The last problem, 8 and 1/3 plus 5 and 1/6. Your common denominator is going to be what? 6. 3 times 2 is 6. Oh, 2. Then 2/6 plus 1/6 is 3/6. 13 and 3/6, which could be simplified to 13 and 1/2.